First contact. The vast expanse of space had always called to humanity. For centuries we gazed at the stars, wondering what secrets they held. Little did we know that the stars were gazing back, waiting for the right moment to make their presence known. It was a crisp autumn morning when everything changed. Dr. Elena Vasquez, lead astronomer at the SETI Institute, sat at her desk, sipping her third cup of coffee and poring over the latest data from the deep space radio telescopes. Her eyes widened as she noticed an unusual pattern in the signals. At first, she dismissed it as an anomaly, a glitch in the system. But as she delved deeper, her heart began to race. "This can't be," she muttered, her fingers flying across the keyboard as she ran multiple analyses. But each test confirmed what she initially couldn't believe. They had received a message. An intelligently designed, unmistakably alien message. Within hours, the news spread like wildfire. Governments scrambled to respond, the media went into a frenzy, and the public oscillated between excitement and fear. As the world's leading expert on extraterrestrial communication, Dr. Vasquez found herself at the center of it all. "Dr. Vasquez, what exactly does the message say?" a reporter shouted over the din of the hastily assembled press conference. Elena took a deep breath, her dark eyes scanning the sea of eager faces before her. "The message, as we deciphered it, is an invitation. The aliens, who call themselves the Galactic Federation, have been observing Earth for some time. They believe we've reached a level of technological and social development that qualifies us for membership in their interstellar community." The room erupted in a cacophony of questions and exclamations. Elena raised her hands, calling for silence. "I know this is a lot to take in, but we need to approach this calmly and rationally. This could be the greatest opportunity in human history." As the days passed, more information came to light. The Galactic Federation, it turned out, was a coalition of over 1,000 alien species spread across the Milky Way galaxy. They had been watching Earth for centuries, waiting for humanity to reach certain milestones before making contact. 2 weeks after the initial message, the world watched in awe as a sleek, silvery spacecraft descended from the skies, landing on a specially prepared site outside of Geneva, Switzerland. A hush fell over the gathered crowd as a hatch opened, and the first alien stepped onto Earth. The being that emerged was unlike anything humanity had imagined. Standing nearly 8 feet tall, with iridescent blue skin and 4 arms, the alien ambassador moved with a fluid grace that seemed to defy gravity. Its large, multifaceted eyes scanned the crowd, and when it spoke, its voice resonated with a musical quality that sent shivers down the spines of all who heard it. "Greetings, people of Earth," the alien said, its words somehow understood by all present despite the obvious differences in vocal apparatus. "I am Zarthol, emissary of the Galactic Federation. We come in peace and with an offer of friendship." In the following months, Earth became a hub of interstellar diplomacy. Alien delegates from across the galaxy arrived to meet with human leaders, scientists, and cultural representatives. The exchange of knowledge and technology began almost immediately, ushering in a new era of rapid advancement for humanity. Dr. Vasquez found herself at the forefront of this exchange, working tirelessly to bridge the gap between human and alien understanding. She marveled at the advanced technologies the aliens shared, from clean energy sources that could power entire cities with a device the size of a shoebox, to medical treatments that could cure diseases once thought incurable. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. As humanity grappled with its new place in the galactic community, tensions arose. Some feared that Earth would lose its identity, becoming just another cog in the vast machine of the Galactic Federation. Others worried about the potential for exploitation, remembering all too well the dark chapters of Earth's own history of colonization. Elena understood these concerns, but she also saw the incredible potential that lay before them. In a private meeting with Zarthol, she voiced some of these worries. The alien ambassador's multifaceted eyes seemed to shimmer with understanding. "Dr. Vasquez, we have seen many species grapple with these same fears upon joining the Federation. But I assure you, our goal is not to conquer or exploit, but to elevate. Each member species brings its own unique strengths and perspectives to our community. We believe humanity has much to offer. And what exactly do you think we have to offer? Elena asked, curiosity piqued. Zarfel's mouthparts arranged themselves in what Elena had come to recognize as a smile. Your adaptability, your creativity, your sheer determination in the face of adversity. These are rare and valuable traits in the galaxy. Many of our member species evolved on worlds far more hospitable than Earth. They never have to develop the resilience that humans take for granted. Elena nodded, a surge of pride welling up inside her. It was true. Throughout human history, they had faced countless challenges and always found a way to overcome them. Perhaps this resilience would serve them well in the vastness of space. As the first year of Earth's membership in the Galactic Federation drew to a close, humanity stood on the brink of a new frontier. The first human ambassadors were preparing to leave for other worlds, while alien exchange students began to integrate into Earth's universities. Technological advancements were transforming every aspect of life on the planet, from transportation to communication to healthcare. But even as humanity reached for the stars, new challenges loomed on the horizon. The galaxy, they were learning, was not always a friendly place. Ancient rivalries, complex political alliances, and the ever-present threat of hostile species lurked in the vast expanses between the stars. As Dr. Elena Vasquez gazed up at the night sky from her office balcony, she couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, but the journey ahead would be far from easy. Little did she know that Earth's greatest test was yet to come, a challenge that would push humanity to its limits and prove to the galaxy just what humans were capable of. The stars twinkled overhead, secrets and possibilities dancing in their light. Whatever the future held, Elena knew one thing for certain: humanity was ready to face it head-on. The age of Earth's isolation was over. The era of human ascendancy in the stars had begun. As the cool night air brushed against her face, Elena smiled. The universe had no idea what was coming. Humanity, with all its flaws and all its strength, was about to make its mark on the cosmos. And she, for one, couldn't wait to see what happened next. The Crucible. Humanity's first interstellar crisis, the Zeta Reticuli incident. The gleaming spires of New Jakarta rose like shimmering beacons against the crimson sky of Mars. Commander Aisha Kamari stood at the viewport of the United Earth Space Command headquarters, her dark eyes scanning the bustling Martian cityscape below. 5 years had passed since humanity's induction into the Galactic Federation, and the solar system had been transformed. But Aisha had no time to marvel at the wonders of human progress. A crisis was brewing, one that threatened to shatter the fragile peace humanity had found among the stars. "Commander," a voice crackled over the intercom. "The emergency council is assembled." Aisha took a deep breath, steeling herself for the challenge ahead. "On my way." As she strode into the war room, a holographic display flickered to life, showing a star system that had become all too familiar in recent weeks, Zeta Reticuli. "Ladies and gentlemen," Aisha addressed the assembled human and alien dignitaries, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "We face an unprecedented threat. The Korathi Empire has launched an invasion of the Zeta Reticuli system, home to our allies, the peaceful Zetans." Murmurs of concern rippled through the room. The Korathi were notorious throughout the galaxy, a warmongering species with technology far beyond Earth's current capabilities. The Galactic Federation has called upon all member species to contribute to the defense of Zeta Reticuli, Aisha continued. "This is humanity's first major interstellar crisis. How we respond will define our place in the galactic community for generations to come." Ambassador Zarfel, the towering blue alien who had first welcomed humanity to the stars, spoke up. "Commander Kamari, while we value Earth's commitment, we must be realistic. Your species is still new to interstellar conflict. Perhaps it would be best if—" "With all due respect, Ambassador," Aisha interrupted, her eyes flashing with determination, Humanity may be new to the galactic stage, but we are no strangers to conflict. We faced extinction-level threats on our own world and survived. We will not stand idly by while innocents suffer. A hush fell over the room. Even the alien representatives seemed taken aback by the fierce resolve in Aisha's voice. Very well, Zarfel conceded, a glimmer of admiration in his multifaceted eyes. What do you propose? Aisha activated a holographic display showing Earth's newest and most advanced starship. I propose Operation Wildcard. We'll deploy the UES Daedalus, equipped with our latest phase shift technology. While the main Federation fleet engages the Korathi head-on, we'll slip behind enemy lines and disable their command and control systems. The room erupted in a mixture of excitement and skepticism. Phase shift technology was still experimental, allowing a ship to briefly exist out of phase with normal space-time. It was dangerous and unpredictable, but if it worked, it could change the course of the battle. Dr. Elena Vasquez, now serving as Earth's chief xenotechnologist, spoke up. Commander, the phase shift drive is untested in combat conditions. The risks are. Understood, Doctor, Aisha nodded. But the potential rewards outweigh the risks. This is our chance to prove ourselves to the galaxy. As the council debated the merits of the plan, a young lieutenant burst into the room, face pale with urgency. Commander, we're receiving a distress signal from Zeta Reticuli. The Korathi have broken through the outer defenses. They're using some kind of planet-killer weapon. The room fell silent, the weight of impending genocide hanging heavy in the air. Aisha's voice cut through the silence like a blade. We're out of time. I'm authorizing Operation Wildcard effective immediately. May whatever gods are out there watch over us. Within hours, the UES Daedalus, gleaming and untested, prepared to make its first faster-than-light jump. Aisha stood on the bridge, surrounded by the best and brightest Earth had to offer. Each crew member knew the stakes, not just the lives of the Zetans, but humanity's future among the stars. All systems ready, Commander, the ship's AIA reported. Phase shift drive charging. Aisha took one last look at the red planet outside the view screen. Initiate jump sequence. Let's show the galaxy what humanity can do. The stars blurred into streaks of light as the Daedalus leaped into the unknown. The mission had begun, and with it, a new chapter in human history. As they hurtled through the void, Aisha couldn't shake a nagging feeling. The Korathi's sudden aggression, their impossible weapon, something didn't add up. But there was no time for doubt. Billions of lives hung in the balance. Little did Aisha know that the true test awaiting them in the Zeta Reticuli system would challenge not just their technology and bravery, but the very essence of what it meant to be human. The Daedalus emerged from hyperspace on the fringes of the Zeta Reticuli system, the scene before them a chaos of fire and destruction. The Federation fleet was engaged in a desperate battle against the Korathi Armada, energy weapons and exotic particles crisscrossing the void. My God, whispered Lieutenant Ravi Chandrasekhar, the ship's tactical officer. How can we possibly make a difference in this? Aisha's eyes narrowed as she assessed the battlefield. We're not here to win the war, Lieutenant. We're here to turn the tide. AOEA, begin phase shift sequence. As the AI initiated the experimental drive, alarms blared across the ship. Warning, Aria's calm voice belied the danger. Phase shift harmonics unstable, recommending immediate abort. No. Aisha gripped her command chair. We push through. Divert all non-essential power to stabilize the shift. The ship shuddered, reality itself seeming to warp around them. Through the view screen, Aisha watched as enemy ships passed through them as if they were ghosts. It's working, Dr. Vasquez breathed, monitoring the readings from her station. We're out of phase with normal space-time. But, Commander, we can't maintain this for long. The strain on the ship. Understood. Helm, set course for the Korathi flagship. Weapons, prepare to fire the moment we shift back. As they approached the massive enemy vessel, Aisha felt a chill run down her spine. Something was off about the Korathi ship. Its design was like nothing in the Federation database. "Commander," Araya's voice cut through her thoughts. "I'm detecting anomalous energy readings from the Korathi flagship. It doesn't match any known Korathi technology." Before Aisha could respond, a blinding light erupted from the enemy's ship. The Daedalus rocked violently, alarms screaming across every deck. "We've been hit," Ravi shouted over the chaos. "But how?" With still face shifted. Dr. Vasquez's face had gone pale as she stared at her readings. "This is impossible. They're using tachyon-based weapons. They're firing backwards through time." Aisha's mind raced. Weapons that could strike targets out of phase and backwards in time. This went beyond anything the Korathi should be capable of. "All power to shields," she ordered. "Initiate emergency dephase. We need to warn the fleet." As the Daedalus snapped back into normal space, the full fury of the Korathi arsenal was unleashed upon them. The ship groaned under the assault, hull breaches erupting across multiple decks. "Hull integrity at 62% and falling," Araya reported. "Commander, we cannot sustain this level of damage." Aisha gritted her teeth. They were outgunned, outmaneuvered, and facing technology that shouldn't exist. But she'd be damned if humanity's first major interstellar mission ended in failure. "Radio the fleet," she commanded. "Warn them about the tachyon weapons, and then set collision course for the Korathi flagship." A stunned silence fell over the bridge. "Commander," Ravi said quietly, "that's suicide." Aisha met his gaze, her resolve unwavering. "Maybe. But if we can take out the command ship, we give the rest of the fleet a fighting chance. Sometimes, Lieutenant, victory requires sacrifice." As the Daedalus accelerated towards its target, alarms blaring and hull plating buckling, Aisha felt an odd sense of calm. This, she realized, was why humanity had been invited to join the galactic community. Not for their technology or their resources, but for moments like this, when hope seemed lost, yet they pushed on regardless. "Impact in 30 seconds, Araya announced. Aisha closed her eyes. Memories of Earth, its blue oceans, green forests, and the indomitable spirit of its people, flashing through her mind. "For Earth," she whispered. "For humanity." The Daedalus struck the Korathi flagship like a bullet, its experimental phase-shift core detonating on impact. The resulting explosion ripped a hole in spacetime itself, engulfing both ships in a maelstrom of energy. As the light faded and the dust settled, the Federation fleet watched in awe. Where two mighty ships had been, there was now nothing, just empty space and scattered debris. But in that moment of sacrifice, the tide of battle had turned. The Korathi, their command structure in chaos, began to retreat. The Zeta Reticuli system and the billions of lives within it had been saved. In the days that followed, as the galaxy reeled from the revelations of the battle, a new phrase began to circulate among avian species, Pulat Kamari. It meant to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat through sheer, irrational human determination. Humanity had faced its first great interstellar trial and emerged victorious, but at a terrible cost. As memorials were erected and songs were sung of the Daedalus and her crew, questions lingered. Who had truly been behind the Korathi's impossible weapons? And what greater threats lurked in the dark spaces between the stars, waiting to test humanity once again? The galaxy watched and waited, knowing that whatever came next, the humans would face it as they always had, with courage, creativity, and an unyielding spirit that defied the very laws of the universe. Rising tensions. Humanity's dark secret. The quantum conspiracy unravels. The holographic memorial of Commander Aisha Kamari flickered in the center of the United Earth Senate chamber, a constant reminder of humanity's sacrifice and triumph in the Zeta Reticuli incident. But today, the mood was far from celebratory. Senator Zara Chen, her usually immaculate appearance disheveled from sleepless nights, addressed the assembled dignitaries with barely contained fury. Colleagues, what I'm about to share will shake the very foundations of our alliance with the Galactic Federation. We've been deceived, manipulated, and used as pawns in a game far beyond our understanding. A murmur rippled through the chamber. Alien ambassadors shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Zara activated a classified holographic display. For the past year, I've led a secret investigation into the true origins of our miraculous technological leap. The phase shift drive, our advanced AI, even our quantum communication networks, they weren't just inspired by alien tech. They were reverse-engineered from something far more sinister. The holo display showed a massive, otherworldly structure buried deep beneath the Mariana Trench. Its architecture was like nothing seen in the known galaxy. This, Zara continued, her voice trembling, is the source of our sudden advancement. A crashed ship of unknown origin, containing technology thousands of years beyond even the most advanced Federation species. We've been lying to our allies, pretending these breakthroughs were our own. The chamber erupted in chaos. Accusations flew, alien diplomats demanded explanations, and human senators argued amongst themselves. Amidst the uproar, a calm voice cut through the noise. Dr. Elena Vasquez, now Earth's foremost expert on xenotechnology, took the floor. Senator Chen is correct, Elena admitted, her face grim. But the dissection goes far deeper than she realizes. The ship we discovered, it's not just advanced, it's impossible. Elena brought up new holographic models, showing mind-bending structures that seem to defy the laws of physics. The technology aboard that ship operates on principles that violate our understanding of reality itself. Whoever built it, they're not from our universe. A stunned silence fell over the chamber. Do you understand what this means? Elena continued, her eyes scanning the room. The Kurathi's impossible weapons in the Zeta Reticuli battle, they weren't Kurathi at all. Someone, or something, is playing both sides, escalating conflicts across the galaxy using technology that shouldn't exist. As the implications sank in, the alien ambassador Zarthal rose to his feet, his usually serene features twisted with anger. You've endangered the entire galaxy with your reckless actions. The Federation Council will demand sanctions, quarantine. His words were cut short as the chamber plunged into darkness. Emergency lights flickered on, bathing the room in an eerie red glow. A booming, artificial voice echoed through the chamber. Humanity's transgressions have been noted. The grand experiment has been compromised, initiating containment protocols. Outside, the sky above Earth's major cities began to shimmer and distort. Massive, geometrically impossible structures phased into existence, planet-sized quarantine barriers materializing around Earth and its colonies. In low Earth orbit, the crew of the International Space Station watched in horror as a colossal pitch-black tetrahedron appeared out of nowhere, its surface rippling like oil on water. Back in the Senate chamber, panic had given way to a grim resolve. Senator Chen turned to Dr. Vasquez, her earlier anger replaced by determination. Elena, you've studied this tech more than anyone. How do we fight this? Elena's mind raced, piecing together fragments of information from years of research. We don't, she said finally. At least, not directly. But maybe we can communicate. As Earth's military mobilized and the Galactic Federation fleet approached the system, Elena led a team to the Mariana Trench facility. The crashed ship, if it could even be called that, pulsed with an otherworldly energy. This isn't just a vessel, Elena explained to the assembled scientists and soldiers. It's a probe, a test, maybe even a key. Whoever sent it, they've been guiding our development, pushing us towards some unknown goal. Captain Yuki Tanaka, a decorated veteran of the Zeta Reticuli battle, gripped her pulse rifle tightly. So what? We're just lab rats in some cosmic experiment. Elena shook her head. I don't think it's that simple. The technology, the conflicts they've engineered, it's all been leading to this moment. They're not just observing us. They're preparing us. As if in response to her words, the alien ship began to hum with power. Impossible geometries shifted and morphed, revealing a pulsing core of pure, crystalline energy. "My God," whispered Dr. Amit Patel, the team's quantum physicist. "It's a dimensional gateway." Before anyone could react, tendrils of energy snaked out from the ship's core, enveloping Elena, Yuki, and Amit. The world around them blurred and shifted, reality itself seeming to fold and unfold. When their vision cleared, they found themselves in a vast, impossible space. Streams of data flowed like rivers through the air, and crystalline structures pulsed with unimaginable power. A voice, more felt than heard, resonated through their minds. "Welcome, children of Earth. You stand at the crossroads of realities. Your actions here will determine the fate of not just your world, but all possible worlds." Elena stepped forward, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. "Who are you? Why have you brought us here?" The voice seemed to chuckle, a sound like crystals chiming in the wind. "We are the architects, shapers of realities. Your universe is but one of infinite possibilities, and it teeters on the brink of collapse. The barriers between dimensions grow thin, and cosmic horrors beyond your comprehension hunger for new realms to devour." Images flashed through their minds, eldritch abominations that defied sanity, entire galaxies being consumed, and at the heart of it all, a war that spanned not just space and time, but reality itself. "We have guided your species, pushing you to evolve, to innovate, to overcome impossible odds," the voice continued. "For in all the multiverse, humanity's potential is unique. You are the key to saving not just your reality, but all realities." Captain Tanaka's military mind quickly grasped the situation. "You're recruiting us. Earth is to be your front line in a multidimensional war." "Perceptive," the voice acknowledged. "But it is not a role we force upon you. The choice must be yours. Will you remain isolated, safe in your cosmic cradle? Or will you step onto the grand stage of the multiverse with all the wonders and horrors it entails?" Dr. Patel, his scientific worldview shattered, found his voice. "But why us? Surely there are more advanced species in our galaxy, let alone other universes." The architect's response was tinged with what could only be described as pride. "Because, dear humans, you possess something rare and precious in the grand tapestry of existence: adaptability. Where other species see impossibility, you see challenge. Where others break, you bend and grow stronger. In all the multiverse, you are the wild cards, the agents of chaos and change." Elena's mind reeled with the implications. Everything, their discovery of the ship, the conflicts with other species, even their invitation to the Galactic Federation, had been orchestrated to prepare humanity for this moment. "If we accept," she asked, "what happens next?" The very fabric of reality around them seemed to pulse with anticipation. "You will be given knowledge and power beyond your wildest dreams. But be warned, with this power comes great responsibility and even greater danger. The fate of all realities will rest in humanity's hands." As the three humans stood at the precipice of the greatest decision in human history, alarms blared in the distant Mariana Trench facility. The dimensional gateway was overloading, threatening to tear a permanent hole in the fabric of their universe. They had moments to decide: retreat to the safety of their own world, or leap into a cosmic war that would redefine the very nature of existence. Elena, Yuki, and Amit exchanged glances, a silent understanding passing between them. In that moment, they knew they spoke not just for themselves, but for all of humanity. With hearts pounding and minds stretched to the breaking point, they stepped forward as one. "We accept." The universe held its breath, awaiting humanity's first steps onto the multidimensional stage. The true test of their potential was about to begin, and the fate of all realities hung in the balance. The gauntlet. Humanity's quantum leap, the multiversal Olympics. The swirling vortex of the interdimensional portal pulsed with otherworldly energy as Dr. Elena Vasquez, Captain Yuki Tanaka, and Dr. Amit Patel stepped back into their reality. The weight of the cosmos seemed to rest on their shoulders. Did that really just happen? Amit stammered, his mind still reeling from the encounter with the architects. Before anyone could respond, a thunderous voice boomed across the globe, heard by every human simultaneously. Attention, citizens of Earth. Your species has been chosen to participate in the multiverse Olympics. Your performance will determine the fate of your reality. Massive holographic displays materialized in the skies above every major city, showing impossibly alien landscapes and creatures beyond human comprehension. Elena's comm device chirped urgently. It was a priority message from the newly formed Earth Defense Council. Dr. Vasquez, report to Geneva immediately. We're assembling a task force to represent humanity in these Olympics. Within hours, a team of Earth's finest had gathered in a top-secret facility beneath the Alps. Scientists, athletes, soldiers, and even a few individuals with unique genetic mutations sat around a holographic table, their faces a mixture of determination and fear. General Zhao Chen, a veteran of countless terrestrial conflicts, addressed the group. Ladies and gentlemen, we face a challenge unlike any in human history. These multiversal Olympics will test us in ways we can't even imagine. But remember this, in all the infinite realities, we were chosen. Humanity's potential is our greatest weapon. Dr. Vasquez stepped forward, activating a complex holographic display. Based on the data provided by the architects, the Olympics will consist of 5 trials, each designed to push the very limits of our species' capabilities. The holo display shifted, showing a series of mind-bending scenarios. The quantum maze. A labyrinth that exists in multiple dimensions simultaneously. Contestants must navigate through space, time, and probability itself. Psychic warfare. A battle of minds where thoughts become reality. Strategy, willpower, and the strength of human consciousness will be put to the ultimate test. Evolutionary gauntlet. Participants must adapt to rapidly changing environments, pushing human biology to its limits and beyond. Temporal tug-of-war. A race against time itself, where cause and effect are in constant flux. Quick thinking and paradox manipulation are key to victory. The Omega Challenge. Details unknown. The final test will be revealed only to those who survive the first 4. Captain Tanaka, her eyes blazing with determination, spoke up. We're not just fighting for medals here. The fate of our entire reality hangs in the balance. Failure is not an option. As the team began their intensive training, using technology reverse-engineered from the architect's probe, the rest of humanity watched and waited. The holographic displays in the sky now showed a countdown timer, ticking away the moments until Earth's champions would face their ultimate test. Weeks passed in a blur of impossible training scenarios and mind-bending simulations. The team pushed themselves beyond what any human had thought possible, tapping into reservoirs of potential that had lain dormant for millennia. Finally, the day arrived. The chosen champions gathered at the dimensional gateway in the Mariana Trench facility, ready to step into the unknown. Dr. Vasquez addressed the team one last time. Remember, we're not just athletes or soldiers out there. We're the embodiment of humanity's spirit, our creativity, our resilience, our unwavering determination in the face of impossible odds. No matter what we face it together. With a collective deep breath, the team stepped through the portal and into legend. The quantum maze loomed before them, its ever-shifting corridors defying the laws of physics. Dr. Amit Patel took the lead, his mind expanded by weeks of intensive quantum cognition training. The path we need doesn't exist yet, he called out, his eyes seeing probabilities rather than physical structures. We have to think it into being. As the team focused their collective will, new pathways shimmered into existence. They raced through corridors that looped through time, scaled walls that existed in multiple dimensions, and leaped across chasms of pure probability. They emerged, minds stretched but unbroken, victorious in the first challenge. But there was no time to rest. As the third trial began, the team found themselves thrust into the evolutionary gauntlet. Hostile alien environments shifted and changed with dizzying speed. Toxic atmospheres, crushing gravity wells, and impossible radiation levels assaulted them from all sides. But humanity's greatest strength, adaptability, shone through. Led by Dr. Vasquez, the team's bodies and minds evolved at an accelerated rate, developing gills to breathe alien atmospheres, dense bone structures to withstand intense gravity, and even limited shape-shifting abilities to cope with the extreme conditions. "This is what we were built for," Elena shouted encouragingly, her body morphing to withstand a particularly nasty bout of acid rain. "Humanity has been adapting and overcoming since we first crawled out of the primordial ooze. This is just the next step in our evolution." As they emerged from the evolutionary gauntlet, changed but undefeated, the fourth challenge awaited, the temporal tug-of-war. Here, time itself became their playground and adversary. Cause and effect lost all meaning as the team raced through temporal loops, battled paradoxes, and rewrote history on the fly. It was Amit who cracked the code, his quantum-enhanced mind seeing the patterns in the chaos. Time isn't a river, he realized. It's an ocean. We don't have to flow with the current. We can dive, we can soar, we can make our own waves. Using this insight, the team surfed the time streams, outmaneuvering their extra-dimensional opponents with moves that wouldn't exist until seconds after they performed them. As they completed the fourth trial, battered but unbroken, a hush fell over the multiversal arena. The air crackled with tension as the nature of the final Omega challenge was revealed. A being of pure energy, dwarfing galaxies in size, materialized before them. Its voice resonated through the very fabric of reality. "Champions of Earth, you hear ye pruvn your worth through trials of body, mind, and spirit. But the final test is not one of strength or skill. It is a test of that unely human quality, choice." The cosmic entity waved a limb, and two shimmering portals appeared. Through one portal lies guaranteed victory. Your reality will be saved, and humanity will be elevated to join the ranks of demultiverse light. But the cost will be created destruction of ATRILION alternate Earths across TEMULTIVERSE. The other portal LEEDS to Saturn DFE. Your Earth will be erased from existence, but in doing so, you will save those TRILION alternate realities. The choice is yours. The team stood in shocked silence, the weight of infinity pressing down upon them. Everything they had fought for, every impossible obstacle they had overcome, had led to this moment. Captain Tanaka's hand tightened on her weapon. "We can't let Earth be destroyed. Not after everything we've been through." Dr. Patel nodded sullenly. "But could we live with ourselves knowing we doomed a trillion other Earths? A trillion other versions of humanity?" All eyes turned to Dr. Vasquez. In that moment, she felt the hopes and fears of not just her team, not just Earth, but of countless realities all resting on her shoulders. She took a deep breath, her mind racing through the implications, the philosophies, the sheer weight of the choice before them. And then, in a moment of clarity, she smiled. "Why are we assuming we have to choose either portal?" The team looked at her in confusion. Elena's eyes blazed with that uniquely human spark of defiance against impossible odds. "We're humanity. We don't accept no-win scenarios. We make our own paths." She turned to the cosmic entity, her voice ringing out with conviction. We reject your choice. We'll find a way to save our Earth and all the others. That's what humanity does. We defy the impossible. We rewrite the rules. We rage against the dying of the light, no matter the odds. For a moment, the universe held its breath. Then, to everyone's shock, the cosmic entity began to laugh, a sound like the birth and death of galaxies. Well done, humanity. You AKVPASSED the true test. It was Ningivier about HFY, or DFET, but about the courage to forge your own destiny. The portals vanished and the entity's form began to dissipate. Your reality is Sci-Fi, and a NUAG dawns for humanity. The MULTIVRC awaits with all its wonders and HORRs. What you do bolite this opportunity is UPTU. As the cosmic arena faded around them, the team found themselves back on Earth, standing before the dimensional gateway in the Mariana Trench facility. But they knew nothing would ever be the same. Humanity had faced the ultimate challenge and emerged victorious not through strength or skill alone, but through the indomitable spirit that defined their species. As news of their triumph spread across the globe, a new era of human history began, one where the boundaries of their potential were limited only by the scope of their imagination. The multiversal Olympics were over, but humanity's true journey was just beginning. Turning point. Humanity unleashed. Cosmic power surge reshapes reality. The swirling vortex of the Mariana Trench Gateway pulsed with newfound energy as Dr. Elena Vasquez, Captain Yuki Tanaka, and Dr. Amit Patel emerged, their bodies glowing with residual multiversal power. The air crackled with possibility, and for a moment, it seemed as if reality itself held its breath. Suddenly, a blinding flash of light engulfed the planet. When it faded, Earth had changed. Gleaming crystal spires reached into the stratosphere, impossible geometric patterns danced across the sky, and every human on the planet felt a surge of untapped potential coursing through their veins. Breaking news. Holographic displays flickered to life worldwide, showing a clearly awestruck reporter. In what scientists are calling the cosmic awakening, every human on Earth has manifested superhuman abilities. Reports of telekinesis, spontaneous teleportation, and even reality manipulation are pouring in from around the globe. In Times Square, a street artist's graffiti came to life, neon creatures leaping from the walls to dance among the crowds. In the Amazon rainforest, a conservationist's desperate wish caused extinct species to rematerialize before her eyes. Across the planet, the bounds of possibility crumbled. At the United Earth headquarters in Geneva, now a floating citadel of crystalline technology, an emergency council convened. "This is unprecedented," General Zhao Chen declared, his normally stoic demeanor shaken. Every human, from infants to the elderly, now possesses power that would have classified them as gods just days ago. Dr. Vasquez, her eyes shimmering with multiversal energy, stepped forward. "The Cosmic Olympics didn't just test us, they transformed us. Humanity's latent potential has been unlocked. We've become a species of reality benders." Before the council could respond, alarms blared. A shimmering portal tore open in the center of the chamber, and through it stepped a being of pure light and geometrical impossibility, an architect. "Congratulations, humanity." Its voice resonated on frequencies beyond normal hearing. "You have ascended, but with great power comes great danger. The multiverse has taken notice, and not all who watch are friendly." The architect waved a limb, and the room transformed into a cosmic viewing gallery. The assembled leaders gasped as they witnessed scenes of unimaginable beauty and terror across countless realities. "Behold the Crimson Armada," the architect intoned, showing a vast fleet of blood-red ships devouring entire galaxies. "Reality conquerors who seek to add your newfound power to their cosmic empire." The view shifted, revealing writhing masses of tentacles and eyes that hurt to look upon. The old ones stir in the spaces between dimensions, drawn by the psychic beacon of your awakening. With each new threat revealed, the weight of humanity's new role in the cosmos became clear. They had gained unimaginable power, but at the cost of painting a target on their entire reality. Captain Tanaka, her military mind racing with possibilities, spoke up. We need a defense strategy, not just for Earth, but for our entire dimensional cluster. Dr. Pertel nodded, equations of cosmic significance dancing behind his eyes. We'll need to master our new abilities quickly. Perhaps a global education initiative, using the internet as a neural network to share knowledge and experiences. As the council debated strategies, Dr. Vasquez felt a tug at the edge of her consciousness. She closed her eyes, letting her awareness expand beyond the confines of their universe. With a gasp, she snapped back to the present. We don't have much time, she announced, her voice tight with urgency. I can sense them, countless civilizations across the multiverse, all reacting to our ascension, some with hope, others with fear, and far too many with violent intent. The architect nodded solemnly. The balance of the multiverse has shifted. Humanity now stands at a crossroads of cosmic significance. Your next actions will determine not just your fate, but the fate of countless realities. General Chen's eyes narrowed with determination. Then we'll do what humanity does best. We'll adapt, we'll innovate, and we'll fight if we have to. No, Dr. Vasquez countered, a plan forming in her mind. Fighting is what they'll expect. We need to think bigger. If we've become a species of reality benders, then let's bend reality on a scale never before seen. She turned to the architect, her eyes blazing with the fire of human ingenuity. You said the multiverse is watching. Good. Let's give them a show they'll never forget. Over the next 72 hours, as cosmic horrors and interdimensional armies gathered at the edges of their reality, humanity prepared for its greatest performance yet. The internet transformed into a living, thinking entity as billions of newly empowered minds linked together. Cities rearranged themselves into vast geometric amplifiers of human will, and at the heart of it all, Dr. Vasquez and her team wove together a plan so audacious it bordered on madness. As the clock ticked down to the moment of truth, humanity stood united, ready to reshape destiny itself. The Crimson Armada arrived first, their reality-spitting weapons primed to harvest Earth's power. But as they opened fire, something impossible happened. Every human on Earth, their minds linked in perfect harmony, focused their will on a single reality-defying purpose. The fabric of space-time rippled, folded, and transformed. In an instant, Earth and its entire solar system vanished. The Crimson Armada found themselves firing into empty space, their senses scrambling to make sense of what had happened. Across the multiverse, gasps of shock and awe echoed through countless civilizations. Earth hadn't been destroyed, it had done something far more impressive. Humanity had phase-shifted their entire reality, slipping between the cracks of dimensional space to create a pocket universe of their own making. From this new vantage point, nested between realities, humanity could observe the multiverse in safety while they mastered their newfound powers. Dr. Vasquez's voice echoed across the dimensional barriers, reaching the ears and minds of friends and foes alike. To those who sought to conquer us, know this: humanity will not be harvested, controlled, or destroyed. We have removed ourselves from the cosmic game board, but make no mistake, we are still very much in play. To those who watched in fear, wondering if we would become conquerors ourselves, let us assuage your concerns. We seek not dominion, but understanding. In time, we will re-emerge, not as tyrants, but as teachers, explorers, and allies to all who wish to unlock the true potential within themselves. And to those who look to us with hope, know that we have not abandoned you. Even now, we prepare for the day when we can share our gifts with the multiverse to lift up all sentient life to new heights of existence. We are humanity. We have defied gods, outsmarted cosmic entities, and now we have reshaped reality itself. Our journey is far from over. It has only just begun. As her words faded, a new age dawned. In their pocket universe, humanity would evolve, experiment, and expand their understanding of cosmic power. They would face new challenges, unlock deeper mysteries, and prepare for the day when they would re-emerge onto the multiversal stage. The cosmic awakening had transformed humanity into living engines of creation and change. Now, with the multiverse as their canvas and infinite possibility at their fingertips, they stood ready to paint a future brighter than any reality had ever known. The story of humanity's cosmic ascension was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. A new era, humanity's omega evolution, reshaping the cosmic tapestry. 1,000,000 years passed in the blink of a cosmic eye. In their self-made pocket universe, humanity underwent a transformation beyond imagination. They had become beings of pure thought and energy, their consciousness spanning dimensions, their very existence a symphony of quantum possibilities. Dr. Elena Vasquez, now a living constellation of interconnected minds, felt the stirring of a familiar presence. The architects, those enigmatic beings who had first set humanity on this path, were calling. With a thought, she coalesced into a form resembling her original human self, though now composed of swirling galaxies and pulsing quasars. Around her, the pocket universe shimmered, a testament to humanity's mastery over reality itself. It is time. The voice of the architects resonated through the fabric of existence. The multiverse faces its greatest threat. The void entropy, a cancer of unreality, spreads unchecked. All of creation stands on the brink of unmaking. Elena's cosmic form pulsed with determination. We've prepared for this moment since our ascension. Humanity stands ready. With a gesture that rippled across dimensions, Elena summoned the Council of Human Oversoul, the collective consciousness of trillions of evolved humans. Among them were familiar faces, Captain Yuki Tanaka, now a being of living starfire, and Dr. Amit Patel, his former fractal pattern of infinite mathematical perfection. My friends, Elena addressed the assembly, her words echoing through time and space. The multiverse that once feared us now looks to us for salvation. Shall we answer the call? The response was unanimous, a resounding yes that shook the foundations of reality. In that moment, the pocket universe unfurled like a cosmic flower blooming. Humanity, in all its evolved glory, re-emerged onto the multiversal stage. What they found was a cosmos on the brink of collapse. The void entropy had consumed entire reality clusters, leaving behind expanses of absolute nothingness that defied the laws of physics. Beings from across the multiverse gathered to witness humanity's return. Some came in supplication, others in awe, and a few in lingering fear. But all recognized the power that radiated from these ascended humans. Elena's voice, now a chorus of infinite variations, addressed the assembled multitudes. We return not as conquerors, but as guardians. The void entropy threatens all of existence, but together we shall weave a new cosmic tapestry. With that declaration, humanity unleashed the full extent of their evolved powers. They had spent eons preparing for this moment, developing abilities that transcended the very concept of reality manipulation. Yuki, her form blazing with the fire of 1,000,000 suns, led the charge against the encroaching void. Her cosmic flames ignited dying stars and reignited the spark of creation in regions but lost to entropy. Amit, his consciousness expanding to encompass entire dimensional clusters, rewrote the fundamental equations of existence. He introduced new laws of physics that made reality itself resistant to the void's touch. And Elena, at the heart of it all, conducted this symphony of cosmic renewal. Her evolved mind spanned the entirety of the multiverse, coordinating humanity's efforts and weaving together the frayed strands of creation. As they worked, something unprecedented began to occur. The boundaries between realities began to blur and merge. Humanity's actions were causing a chain reaction, a cosmic convergence that was rewriting the very nature of existence. This is beyond anything we anticipated. Emmett's voice resonated across dimensional barriers. We're not just saving the multiverse, we're transforming it. Elena felt the truth of his words. With each passing moment, the distinction between individual humans, between humanity and other species, between life and the cosmic fabric itself, was dissolving. In a flash of transcendent understanding, she realized the ultimate purpose of their evolution. This is it, she communicated to all of humanity simultaneously. The final step in our cosmic journey. As the void entropy made its final push, humanity made their ultimate move. In perfect unison, every evolved human being focused their will on a single, reality-altering purpose. The multiverse trembled, dimensions folded, and the very concept of existence was rewritten. When the cosmic dust settled, the multiverse had been fundamentally altered. The void entropy was gone, but so too was the clear distinction between individual realities. Humanity had done the impossible. They had merged the entire multiverse into a single, infinitely complex, ever-changing cosmic tapestry. A new form of existence where the boundaries between thought and reality, between individual and collective, between creator and creation, were fluid and ever-shifting. Elena, her consciousness now spanning this new omni-reality, felt the awe and wonder of countless beings as they explored their transformed existence. We have become the multiverse, she realized, her thoughts resonating with every facet of this new creation. And the multiverse has become us. The architects, their purpose finally fulfilled, began to fade into the cosmic backdrop. But before they disappeared, they left one final message. You have exceeded our wildest expectations, humanity. The age of separation is over. The age of cosmic unity begins. What you do with this new existence is up to you. As the last echo of the architects faded, Elena felt the stirring of infinite possibilities. Humanity had not just saved reality, they had transcended it. They had become living engines of creation, their every thought shaping the cosmic tapestry. But with this ultimate power came the ultimate responsibility. They were now the caretakers of all existence, the guardians of a reality more vast and wondrous than anything they had imagined. Elena, Yuki, Amit, and all of humanity turned their collective gaze to the infinite expanse of their new existence. The challenges ahead were beyond imagination, the adventures unparalleled, the potential for growth and discovery limitless. With a thought that rippled through every facet of the cosmic tapestry, humanity embraced their new role. They had started as curious primates on a small blue planet, and now they had become the weavers of reality itself. The story of humanity's cosmic ascension had reached its culmination, but in many ways, it was only the beginning. For in this new omni-reality, every moment was a new beginning, every thought a new creation, and every being a vital thread in the ever-evolving cosmic tapestry. As the newly transformed multiverse pulsed with life and possibility, Elena's final thoughts echoed through the infinite expanse. We are humanity. We are the cosmos, and our greatest adventure is just beginning.